guys, again on the Becoming Her podcast. I was meant to have an episode last week, but unfortunately, I was really down health wise. In fact, I thought I was going to still with my health, like still shoot a podcast and still know how you guys are doing, but unfortunately the stress after the preparation of the graduation and everything was so much on me that it was just not possible to shoot an episode, and I really apologize for not showing up last week. But by the grace of God, we'll keep showing up every Friday. And I know that this episode and this podcast is changing the lives of so many people. So I also want people's lives to be changed and transformed, and for everybody to understand that they can harness their future and that they can become anything they really want to become. So guys, again, I want to ask, how are you doing today? How is your mental health? How is your physical health? How is your mind? Are you okay? Are you taking care of yourself well? In fact, when I fell sick this last time, do you know what I said to myself? You better make sure you practice what you preach. You better make sure you are telling people to take care of themselves and you're taking care of yourself. Because I had been under pressures because of so many things I'm having to handle, and somehow my energy started getting depleted. Somehow I was no longer, like, I was just working, forgetting that I'm not a machine. So hope you are taking care of yourself. Hope you're not making the mistakes I'm making where it's just work. Let us always try to balance work and our life. Let us always try to make sure that we take good care of ourselves, because trust me, if anything happen to you when you dey work, anything wakes up with you like this, the world will move on. So you might as well choose yourself, might as well take care of yourself. Same thing as I'm talking to you guys, I'm talking to myself too, that you need to take care of yourself better. You need to love yourself better. You need to dedicate time for rest. As you love to work, you should also dedicate time to rest. So guys, I'm really excited to be back, so excited to have you guys again. You don't know the joy in my heart. I feel blessed, I feel loved, I feel good. I feel like this is my podcast, Becoming Her Family. I love you guys so much, and I'm not joking. I really do love you guys. Alright, so now I want us to dive into today's topic. You are not your circumstances. You are not your situation. You are not your current status. Now, there is this thing where, obviously, Nigeria, especially those living in Nigeria, I like to use Nigeria as a case study because that's where I am at the moment, right? I understand how I have spoken to so many people. They tell me, I had a dream of becoming a pilot. I had a dream that when I was going to be done with school, that I'm going to be one of the best entrepreneurs making so much money. You hear people say, I studied maybe medicine in school and having to do something else, or maybe I studied banking and finance and right now I'm sewing, or maybe I studied another course and maybe right now I'm just trying to find a living for myself. So how do you expect to tell me that I am not my situation? Why do you expect me to just believe that what you're telling me is not some motivational crap? What exactly is going to make me believe what you are saying to me right now? Because my current situation is not looking like what you're advising me. So how am I going to believe that my life is going to get better? And I hear a lot of conversations like this, and I understand, because yes, it's normal to lose hope when life is not going the way you planned. I know how sometimes we even put a timeline on our life and we'll be like, at 30 years I should be married, I should have kids already, I should have a dream job with a dream car, living in a dream house. And maybe some of us are already even 30, 35 and we are not even married yet, we don't have kids yet, we don't have our dream jobs yet, we don't have a dream life yet. And you're like, okay, I thought they told us we should just go to school, that the moment we go to school and we are back, that they will just land us a job. The way the educational system, whether in Nigeria or not in Nigeria, trust me, I understand that that's not the reality. The reality is not that way. The reality of so many Nigerians, you will see someone very intelligent, came out with good grades, like sometimes even first class, second class, upper. Their current situation in life is not matching up with the grades that they had in school, and they begin to ask like, okay, I don't understand. I thought you guys said when you finish school, I'm going to have a dream job. So now this whole thing will now start making you get confused. You don't even know what to do. You don't even know who to believe, what to say. You, in fact, anytime you hear anything motivational, someone is telling you that it's going to be better or life is going to be better, you just scroll past that reel, because what exactly are you guys talking about here? All these things, they are not working. I understand how you feel. Not only do I understand how you feel, I have been there. Do you understand? Like, I have been there when I had lost hope. I want to ask you a single question. That question is, can you take a moment, right, and think back about the last time you had a very difficult situation? I'm not talking about just a normal situation. I'm talking about a very tremendous, difficult situation that you were crying yourself to sleep and you did not know how you were going to become or do something, or like maybe you are trying to do something and it was so difficult that you did not have an escape route. Like for days you did not even know what to do. But then finally, somehow, God showed up. I believe it has happened to us. Because there are several times when I've been in an issue where I do not even know what to do, how to do it, where to run to, who to even run to go and tell, because I'm even scared of telling some people before you carry my gist. It will now turn to gist that they used to say on blogs or something like that. So because of it, like we don't even know what to do. I'm trying to explain to you that yes, I understand. Yes, the government is not trying. Yes, the situation of life is tough. But you are not your situation. You are not your circumstance. You are not even your past. You are not your mistakes. I've heard cases of when someone says, how do I forgive myself? I know you talk about the fact that you are not your mistakes, you are not your past. And then the person starts to say, oh, I was a very terrible person while growing up. I did so many hurtful things and now I cannot even forgive myself. Or maybe a case where maybe because you loved someone so much and then they did not show that care back to you, and then maybe they even tormented you and treated you so badly. Now you are even finding it so difficult. Like you're finding it so difficult because you're asking yourself why, and because you're asking yourself why, it makes you to feel so hard that you don't even want to move ahead. Like you just want to stay at that point. But my dear, you are not your circumstances, you are not your situation, you are not what you went through, you are not your past. Your past does not define you. I need you to understand that mistakes that you made yesterday does not define you. The last several episodes I have brought out, and one of them talked about reevaluating your priorities. And before I talked about reevaluating your priorities, I said when we were younger we did not know better, and in fact that we are all still figuring out life, that nobody really has life all figured out. I spoke about the fact that we don't really have life all figured out, that we are still figuring out life. Sometimes it can really get so overwhelming when we are trying to figure out life. I understand where someone will be like, okay, you're telling me that I'm not my circumstance, but see my current circumstance, it's almost as though I'm living in abject poverty. So how do I believe that I'm not my circumstance? Like, can you stop this whole motivation and give me a roadmap? Now, let me explain to you what to do. Let me explain to you how exactly you can first silence those things in your mind that is trying to make you feel like you cannot become anything. Do you know that sometimes you have to go through things? God is trying to test you in those moments when you're going through those things you are going through. Like he's trying to test you. He's trying to know if you are going to remain solid. So sometimes even when you go through some things, it's because God is trying to build you. I was thinking to myself, I want to ask a question, right? If you want to go back, let's say you have the superpower, right, to go back or rewind the hands of time, are you going to eliminate every single bad thing that was done to you? I said no. If I have the ability to rewind the hands of time of my own life, if you ask me all the bad things that were done to me, am I going to change? I will tell you no. The reason is, those things that happened to me were the reason why I decided that I did not want to stay at that spot. Those things that happened to me were the reasons why I decided that, Bethel, enough is actually enough. I got tired of complaining. I got tired of saying, oh, because I came from a family like this. I got tired of saying this and that. I got tired of complaining about the fact that it was because of what had happened to me that made my life to be like this. I said, okay, do you know that if you even complain from now until next 10 years, if you don't do anything about your life is not going to change. In fact, when I understood that nobody actually cares, like on the true totality of it, you just have it's you against the world. I'm not joking. Are there those times when you have been through some tough times? How many people came through for you? The last time you went through something very difficult, how many people came through for you? It's not just maybe one or two people. Was it not just God that was just your shielding effect and was the person that was like trying to keep you sane? Did you die from those situations? No. Do you now understand that you are the owner of your life? That you have to understand that your life will go in the trajectory you want it to go. If you want, you have a choice. The choice is either to change, to turn your pain to gain, or to keep complaining about your pain. It's not so much. It's either you turn your pain to gain. It's either you say, because of what had happened to me, my life is no longer going to be like this, or you keep dwelling on what had happened to you. You keep crying, and for how long do you want to cry about your past? See, trust me, if you listen to people, if you listen to conversations, if you listen to stories, if you have the opportunity to have therapy sections, for example, you're a therapist and you hear conversations, you understand that if you are complaining about your own life and you're saying, my problem is this, you even go and thank God about your own problem. You will go and tell God like this, Jehovah, thank you, because people are really going through a lot. But trust me, even those people that are really going through a lot, you will notice that there is a bandwagon. Some of them change their going through a lot as a stepping stone to the reason why they will succeed. And some of them use their going through a lot to get pity party from people. Remember I mentioned to you that nobody really cares. So because of that, I want you to understand that your current situation does not define you. Your current hardship does not define you. Life has been tough now, or life is tough now, does not define you. I want you to do two things. The first thing is to understand the role you are playing in your suffering. Like, you have to understand and have a conversation with yourself, and you'll be like, okay, am I one of the reasons why I'm still stuck? Like, do I have a role? Because the truth is, if you're not being truthful to yourself, I don't know what else. Because if you know this thing where in social media everybody's trying to live a big life, everybody's trying to be all pompous, everybody's trying to feel like they have all their life all figured out. It's a lie. Like, I saw a video of someone that was saying that because of the way he's living a flashy life, someone came to ask him to clear his student loan, and that the student loan was of 20,000. He said it was 20,000 pounds. And practically, do you know what the guy did? The guy now went, I think he lives in the UK, so he now went to show that he has 100,000 loan that has not been cleared, and someone is telling him to clear a loan of 20,000. What that just explains to me is that everybody has a fair, they share problem, give everybody. You see this thing where they talk, say they really share problem, give everybody. That's why when people say, You should be lucky you don't have problem. There is nobody on the face of this earth without issues. The only difference is that people have learned to carry their problems differently. I'm not saying that it's not true that some people don't have more problems than some people. I understand that fact. But I'm trying to tell you, when I spoke about on the episode where I said that we are all broken because everybody is going through something, that we should all practice love, care, tenderness. We should treat people with care, with respect. We should love each other, and we should not feel like nobody is going through something, that we should just show love and care. So whenever you start to feel very overwhelmed because of your current situation, when you first analyze and you find out if you have a role to play, if it's maybe the routines, because you cannot say you want to become a multi-billionaire and you want to run companies, and every day you wake up, you just lie on your bed and you surf through the net. When you are done, you just go back to sleep, and then you wake up again, you watch movies from morning till night, and then you now wait. You thinking that manna will fall from heaven? I don't understand. Like, is the manna going to fall? Manna will not fall from heaven. You cannot say all you do is to just watch movies, soft net, and you now expect your life to be different. It's not rocket science. It's not magic. I'm trying to tell you that even the billionaires, there's this guy that is always interviewing people and interviewing rich people and asking them, oh, how did you get rich? How much are you worth? If you listen to those conversations, you will see what the rich men will say, that first, they believed in God. Second, they were working consistently on their goals and their dreams and their visions and every single thing they needed to do. So you cannot fold your hands and expect your life to get better. You're going to first take out the book. I don't know. Everybody will be like, oh, you like to talk about the fact that we should write down our thoughts, write down this, write down that. But yes, you have to write down your thoughts. You have to write down what you want to become. If you say you want to be the next big fashion designer in the world of tomorrow, what do you need to do right now that will make you to be the biggest fashion designer? Who do you need to learn from? There is also one thing. You must have a role model. Even as I have role models of who I love how they behave and how they carry themselves and what they have achieved. We all have to have role models. And when you have those role models, you will not fold your hands. Please bear in mind, as much as you want to have a role model, you don't have to have like the person's life. It's not everything about the person's life that you now come and implement on your own life. No. Remember that we are unique. We are made in the image of God, and we all have a separate and definite reason why God created us. The reason why God created A is different from the reason why God created B. You can have a friend group where you guys are very close, you guys are studying the same course, you guys maybe finished from the same university, and maybe you guys wanted to do something together, and maybe your goal and your vision is different. In fact, that's why we even talk about everybody is different, even down to character. You see that this person is calm, this person is sanguine, this person is melancholy, this person behaves like this is the way this person will react towards this is the way this person will react towards that. Do you understand? So everybody is different, and I want you to embrace your uniqueness. Like, your uniqueness is what makes you you. Like, I don't want to be any other person. I want to be myself. If you ask me who do you want to be, I don't want to be any other person. I want to be me. Because I am created in the image of God, and there was a reason why God brought me here. I don't want to fit into the box of someone else. I know that social media has made us almost want to succumb to pressure. But no. The highest delusion of social media is that someone can literally be crying and be posting memes on social media. Like the person is in tears, like going through the toughest. In fact, one thing I even noticed is that it's the time when someone is going through a tough time. That's when the person is really active online and posting memes. And you think the person is really posting memes that because the person is life is good. The person is posting memes because the person is trying to live through the traumatic part of life. And then you will now think that you see someone traveling and you feel like, oh, this person has the person's life all figured out because the person is traveling. Maybe the person is trying to escape one mental trauma. Because me too, I do it. Anytime I have an issue like this and the thing is bopping in my head, the next thing I'm doing is booking a flight. I'm booking that flight right away. I'm traveling to one country to just go and escape. But then when I come online and I post, you will not know that I'm escaping from anything. How will you know? It's not if I tell you. You will not know. I'm still going to post. I'm still going to do what I need to do. But then another person will now come and be being under pressure because of that and thinking, oh, why is my life like this? Why is my life not like this? Without having, and then another thing is without even having to be calm and be careful and just wanting to understand that if God's time is the best. We also have to be patient. There is this thing where we are in the building phase and we are trying to maybe build a business, build something for ourselves, and all of a sudden we are already like, me, I want to do this, so me, I've done this thing for 1 month, and it's not working. What do you want me to do? How am I going to do it? Hey, Jesus Christ! Everything takes time. Rome was not built in a day. That's why I laugh at people that go to the gym and after 1 week of going to the gym, as my stomach entered this side, oh no, my stomach is meant to enter inside. I'm meant to already start having yash. Bro, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. Like, every single thing in life takes time. Enjoy the process. Live your life. Let nobody put you under pressure. Nobody has their life all figured out. I don't have my life all figured out. You don't have your life all figured out. Every single day, I still listen to preachings. I still listen to podcasts. I still read books. I still try to help my mind because I know that I don't have my life all figured out. There are days when I don't want to show up because I don't have my life all figured out. But am I going to give up? No. So I want to understand that you are not your circumstance. You are not your current situation. You are not your past. Life is going to get better. Life is going to get transformed. Life is going to get good. But life can only get good if you decide to make a change. I love you guys. I love you ladies. I love every single one. And the truth about this matter is there is a lot we can become. Hey, Jesus Christ, when I talk about this, it's looking as if I'm just coming online and just wanting to say a lot of motivational crap. I'm trying to explain to you that you can become anything you put in your mind. Funny enough, I was going through my vision board that I wrote in 2018. And I read through the vision board and I was like, Bethel, wow. You can really harness anything you put in your mind. Because while reading through the vision board, I'd almost cleared out everything on that vision board. Why? Because I put it in my mind that I could achieve it. I remember writing, I wanted to do a master's, that when I was done with medical school, I wanted to do a master's in international tourism and hospitality management. I just casually wrote it while still in school. When I was still in medical school, I didn't know how I was going to do the master's in international tourism. I didn't even know. I just said it. And then when I was done with school, somehow I was able to go and pursue that. And it was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Pursuing that master's in international tourism was one of the best things to date that ever happened to me. Now and again, I'm like, I want to do masters in psychology. And I'm pursuing that, even if I had to defer my admission to next year because of so many work and everything. But going towards your dreams and your visions and your everything you want to. You need to understand the power of the mind. You need to really understand the power of the mind. From your mind, have you ever thought of this thing? that built all these Apple phones, cameras that we are using, do they have 3 heads? They don't have now. Like these people that built cameras, built phones, built like lots of things. Now there is a drone that you can, the DJI drone that can capture the environment without even, like, just a lot of things. Have you ever sat down to think, how did these people come about this thing? But trust me, it started with one man. It started with one person. If you do this, you can get this. If you do this, you can. And that's how the innovation, because God has blessed us with wisdom. Are you not seeing, when God asked Solomon, what do you want? Solomon asked for wisdom. And it was the wisdom that gave him the money that they said Solomon was the richest man. Do you know what that means? It was the wisdom of God. That means there is a lot that we can achieve if we decide and we can harness our future. I don't want you to get tired. I don't want you to feel like, oh, my current situation, oh this, oh that, like just keep complaining. The devil likes it when you complain. The devil likes it when you murmur. I don't want you to do that. I want you to love yourself. I want you to understand that there is a reason why everything happened. Even though hard times, there is still a reason. In fact, what had helped me recently is to just make more. When I think about some of the things that happened to me, what I just say to myself is, I feel like God needed me to go through that, because now it has sharpened me. It has sharpened my understanding, my wisdom about a lot of things. So I don't want you to give up. I want you to care and understand that you are important and you can become anything you want to become. And I want you guys to understand that I really love you guys so much, and I want to keep showing up here. I want to keep doing what I'm doing. The Becoming Her podcast is for everyone that wants their life to be transformed, that wants their life to be better. I want us to build a community together where we are doing big things. We cannot do this life alone. I cannot do this life alone. No matter what, I cannot do this life alone. You cannot do this life alone. I want you to champion your neighbors, everybody around you. Just keep championing them. And by the grace of God, life is going to be transformed. Everything is going to get better. Remember, she heals, then she evolves, then she rises. Thank you guys, and stay tuned for more and more and more episodes. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Bye.